Salvation unto you all. Takuz ain't tech. I know in the suit here and black addict like a crack addict. Let's talk about it.
And you got Steven getting slimmer. Josie, you see it.
So today we're talking about a video that's recently just came out with a video with Cam Newton and David Banner. So in this video, it's a sit down where Cam Newton is giving questions to David Banner, asking about why he started changing to where he is now and where he was before. So in the video, it's a very short video. I really suggest you guys watch it. It's very interesting to learn about David Banner and his thoughts on certain situations that's been going on. So how do you feel about the video, by the way?
Man, I felt it was great. One thing that sticks out to me is the presentation of it all. These two men, they dress real nice. The setting is wonderful. They have cigars and expensive drink, and it just goes to show that when you're in public, there's a certain way you should uphold yourself. There's a certain way you should come across. And I think these men in this interview, they did it wonderfully.
Yeah, again, a good way, something like people to look up to. You know what I mean? When it comes to how you should talk, how you should dress, how you should interact with one another. Even if you agree with them or disagree with them, this is how you should talk to one another. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break down a few things that we liked about the video, and maybe touch on like things we would like to have seen in the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's talk about what is one of the again, like I said, it's a short video, but what was something that you found interesting about the video?
Yeah. So the really short video, 14 minutes long. What I found interesting, a point I want to touch upon is that he said the new generation of kids, you know, they're pretty much they are the show me generation. They won't believe you just because they say God said it or this person said. They need to see it done. And of course, I find that to be true because, you know, we have social media and everyone's looking for instant gratification. They need proof of everything. So it comes to no surprise that these kids nowadays, they're not going to just take your word for it. They're going to have to see proof. They're going to have to see you demonstrate, you know, these qualities that you say or that you want them to uphold.
Yeah, I thought it was fire. I like how, like, say again, when it comes to an older person speaking about certain things, it's hard for them to say something that applies to the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things Dave Barron was saying doesn't just apply to like the old heads who are talking about they want to change, blah, blah, blah. This thing can also transcend to younger people, which is the most important thing. Because if you look at a lot of the activists back in the day, there were a lot of young kids in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? So very powerful stuff. So one thing I want to touch on, he said, again, not for verbatim or quotable, but he said, consciousness became a business, and I honestly 100% believe
it's popular.
It became popular, and
being woke.
Yeah, being woke, quote unquote. And I agree because a lot of people are now jumping on the woke wave. You know what I'm saying? But they're not doing anything that's actually woke, and that's what bothers me personally. You know what I'm saying?
Well, perhaps maybe you can help me. Because I see a lot. Everyone's woke.
Yeah, that's right.
She's woke. He's woke. It's woke. That's woke.
Yeah.
They're woke.
So, but again, like being woke, just because you understand what's going on, that's, in my opinion, that's not being woke. Like, oh, I now my eyes not open to the reality. That doesn't bother me if you're still like trying to still be stuck in the matrix kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people that are these leaders or these celebrity leaders, they're claiming woke, but they're not doing anything with substance. You know what I mean? That break you out of the cycle in the first place. So again, being just in my opinion, this is my opinion. You may disagree with this, but like we look at Kaepernick in this situation, whatever. Like, I'm not saying he's not woke, but he's like, in my opinion, he's fake woke because of like this. He has like we look at most revolutionaries, they've done something to the point where they're sacrificing something. You know what I mean? We look at Booker T. Washington. He was broke in the midst of building the school. If you look at Martin Luther King, another person is broke. When Malcolm X died, broke. I'm talking about the sacrifices that they did to uplift the people. When I look at like a person like Kaepernick, not saying I'm not respecting what he did, but he made no sacrifice. So everything he did was a win. You mean? Is it his favor? You know what I'm saying?
That's how it turned out. But is it fair to say like he technically sacrificed his career because
it was already over though?
No, he was in the.
He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing. But my point is like again, it's just becoming cool. But the thing is, they're not having substance with what they're doing. So it's gonna when that happens. What happens is it's not a longevity, and it's just a wave that they're riding for the current situation. Mm-hmm. And that's a problem too. When it comes to the culture of African Americans, we just jump on the wave. But as soon as that wave dies off, we tend to die off with the wave, and that's probably something that's gonna last for a long period of time, so we can start seeing actual change. So that's my major problem because again, that's why I think he mentioned like That's why I feel like it's important to connect with a spiritual substance or a religion that holds you to that for a long period of time, not just a wave. Because the thing that lasts as longest in this world is a religion. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Those don't die out; they're going for forever. Mm-hmm. Right, wrong, or indifferent, and something to attach yourself to for a very long period of time. That's why, like, you see, like a Muslim or Christian or whatever, they're going to be doing that for forever. It's not going to change at this point because they're not riding a wave. They're just going for it because they know this is what they truly believe in. I think you had one more thing you want to talk about.
No, I actually had two more things. So,
talk to me.
During the interview, David Banner described a portion of his life to where he went into a depression, and to get out of depression, his mom or grandma, I can't remember. I think it was his mom.
His grandma.
Yeah, suggested that he go meet the people. His closest friends, and the moral of the story ended up being that we need to develop masterminds, and I think that's crucial.
Yeah, he said something around he's like we have like we thinking tanks.
Yes, mastermind thinking tanks. And the reason why I think that's so crucial is because, like, think about this: Americans are really individualistic. Like we think and want to do everything on our own. Like we want to follow our own
goals or dreams.
Yeah, we want to march to our own drum beat. However, it's more beneficial to speak with others with similar experience or even different experiences for you to grow quicker, so you can learn from their mistakes. Facts. And they can give you advice. I thought that was critical. There's no reason in the world to do anything on your own. It doesn't make any sense. You're not that unique. You're not this special butterfly or this crazy looking snowflake. No. You are a dime a dozen. There's billions of people, and there's people very similar to you. So there's no reason to do things on your own. Nearly none.
Yeah, and I have these conversations with like people that's like waking up to spirituality or whatever. They always want to do their own thing. I mean, always trying to reinvent the wheel. It's like, why would you start chiseling when a person already figured out a way to make the wheel in a second? You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense.
Stupid motherfuckers. That's what they are.
It doesn't make any sense. Like having these thinking tanks again. Like in 2021, we as a species, we have way more options than we did before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as a collective, we could do more if we come together and have a thinking tank and figure out, all right, here's a problem, here's a solution. This is the way we're going to get to that solution. Just doing it individually I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's going to take a lot longer. You're going to fall into more road bumps than you need to. But coming together as a collective and figure out what needs to be done to make a change in the world is a way faster result. Yeah, I think I have one more to say.
Yeah, so I got one more point I want to touch upon. And it's not necessarily that I don't think black people or black folk deal in these industries, but it was just something interesting he brought up. He's like, hey, like, I want black people to engage in businesses that actually produce life or prolong life instead of things that take away from life.
That was hard, though. Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, I never heard it before. Like,
of course, that's what I said. Of
course, there's like he brought up two examples. Like, hey, black people can own funeral homes, and they can own liquor stores and things like that.
Hennessy, all kind of endorse all these negative
things that
don't prolong life.
Things that do not prolong life. And of course, there's black people in all various amounts of industries. However, it was interesting to hear that. Like, hey, because if I think on top of my head, like, I can't really think on top of my head. I'm sure if I like sat down and thought about it, thinking about black people who are in an industry that prolongs life. Of course they exist. I just can't think of nothing on top of my head.
Yeah, but even so, like again, like I said, I know, like I said, you could drop some names right now. That's not an issue. But as a whole, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like as a whole, we're not thinking about how to do those things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're thinking about the quick one, whatever it does to get the money, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. That's why people sell drugs in the first place in their own community, because it's not about what's going to prolong life. It's about how to get that money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if we were doing this as a collective on how to prolong our lives and make sure we're not killing ourselves or whatever that may be, then again, we will be more together. We won't be dying at a certain rate. All that craziness. Anything else? I think I'm tapped out.
Yeah, that's all I got from the interview. What are you giving, man? What are you giving?
I was going to bring it up. I give it
out of 10 stars, man.
I give it
Hold on. Forget that. We ain't judging nothing.
Okay.
Hey, let's talk about things we didn't like about the interview.
No, forget it. I was talking about, I would say this. Okay, I was actually trying to get to that before you came out earlier.
Yeah, my bad.
One thing I didn't like about it is, again, like, I've been a fan of David Banner for a while. I followed his new music. I've been following the way that he's been doing. I've been following his interviews. I've been like on a Breakfast Club, and I follow on Instagram. So he's a way more knowledgeable person when it comes to the activism kind of culture that he's trying to uplift people to be a part of. So they didn't give in that video. I don't think they gave him enough like chance to speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Very little in my opinion. But again, mind you, he did say some hard stuff in that very short video. But as wise as this man is, there's plenty of things he could have touched on that would have grabbed the audience a little bit more.
Yeah, I think there's a portion at the end of the interview to where David Banner, whether purposely or
100% purposely,
whether it was purposeful or not, he was being awfully vague. I think of an example on top of my head. When he spoke about, what was it?
Jesus thing?
No. He spoke about, I can't remember on top of my head. But either way, he was either he was doing that on purpose or not so much. But I wish Cam Newton would have capitalized on some of the things he was vague about to get more information out of him.
Yeah, because again, when it comes to, like, so I was on the debate team for a decent time. Like, when you're trying to get to a strong portion of what you know, you try to lead the audience in that direction so you can start cooking. You know,
to keep them engaged.
Yeah, keep them. Not say keep them engaged, but to show your strong hand. I mean, if you ask me some little questions that I don't know much about, I'll answer it just rapidly. But I will still try to steer you into the direction to where my strong information or the things I have like locked up in the bag. So he was trying to do that, and then they didn't give him enough a chance to like to address what he wanted to say. And I knew if he would have started like going deep on it, it would have been something crazy. But they cut him off.
Yeah, and I'd say one thing one critique I had, another critique I had on it was the title of the video. It leads you to believe. Leads you to believe it's going to be a discussion primarily about the African American plight.
Yeah, because the title was like, we need to be unapologetically African.
Yeah.
I didn't hear none of that.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the interview at all. And then on top of that, a very small amount of the interview is dedicated to, like, a decent amount of the interview is dedicated towards Dave Banner's career. Like, honestly,
that's how I
wouldn't click on that video.
Not at all. But yeah, I agree with you completely because, again, like, very misleading. If you want to call that clickbait, I mean, definitely got it. I mean, it got us making this video about it because I'm pretty sure if it just said David Banner's career, we both wouldn't have clicked on it. You know what I mean? Only because we've been following for a period of time where we're not really tripping. But now it's speaking about a specific topic. Now, like, let's chime in and see what's going on.
Exactly.
But yeah, but again, hopefully there's a part 2 where you can get a little deeper.
No, there can't no part 2. They wrapped it up. The way they wrapped it up says there ain't no part 2. Anyway, said, "Get up off my goddamn shit."
And hella notes. I didn't see him as anything.
Yeah, that's another critique. Cam Newton had a notebook.
He flipped a page. What's
notebook with 2 notes, and it had 1,200 pages. So I'm just saying, man. And he said, "You do your research."
But that's what I'm saying. that's what I'm trying to say. He'll have another one because he took all these notes from.
No, but we both can agree that they close that out, as in there ain't gonna be enough, as they ain't even friends after this or whatever it was.
Anywho, with that being said, don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, share. Again, we love making these videos, but it's dope when I see you guys interact with us. You know what I mean? So keep doing.
Yeah. We really appreciate you guys interacting. Yeah. We definitely want to see you guys. Watch our videos. I think our last video did like 9 views, which means
for the time being,
I watched it 6 times. He watched it 3 times,
and I edited it once. So I edited it to the.
Anyway. So we don't want to be the only ones watching our videos, man. So please.
Either way, they'll keep coming out. That's it. Like it or not, they'll keep dropping.
That's the truth.
Anyway, with that being said, stop bitching on you all. Well, I do.
Peace.